China and Argentina's $7 billion currency swap deal. In this video, I'll be breaking down why they decided to do this, how Argentina has shifted closer to China with their application to join an expanded version of BRICS, and their recent involvement in the Belt and Road Initiative in early 2022. So, in this video, I'll be really explaining what are currency swaps, why Argentina and China would do this, and everything else you need to know. Let's get into it. Okay, starting off, just the basics. What are currency swaps and why are they important? Well, we live in a globalized world. The US dollar is a global reserve currency. Most trade is settled in US dollars to keep things simplified. However, recently we've seen a lot of de-dollarization trends, the petrodollar system kind of collapsing, whereas essentially this is the system that the US signed with Saudi Arabia to have all oil trade done in US dollars, so settled in US dollars. Now, there's been a lot of changes just in the past years, especially, Argentina has kind of shifted closer to the east with this. China's actually their second largest trading partner. Argentina exports a lot of agricultural products, whereas China sends in a lot of technology products to Argentina. So really what you need to know here is with currency swaps, countries decide to move away from this whole US dollar system and actually just go in between each other to swap given currencies, right? So in China, it's the yuan, Argentina, it's the peso. They decide to swap this, $7 billion worth. Now, China and Argentina bilateral trade is worth about $18 billion. So it's very interesting to look at this. One of the things that Argentina is kind of positioning itself strategically with this swap deal is a lot of these loans that they have out and ongoing with the IMF, the International Monetary System, that has given them loans in time of crisis. And when China is able to kind of step in and help Argentina with this, it really boosts up the peso, allows for Argentina to kind of boost up or bolster its currency reserves, if you will, and puts them in the strategic position to, kind of move forward confidently in the global ecosystem, using China's help, using the BRICS help, right? So the BRICS countries are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Argentina does a lot of deals through Mercosur, which really involves Uruguay, Paraguay, Brazil, Argentina. Those are kind of the main ones there. And trading with places in Africa, more emerging market countries. And it's really something that I watch very closely. Now, Mercosur, out of all the international alliances, kind of, not the most exciting one, if you will. I do like following the SCO, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Obviously, NATO is interesting to see. It's interesting to see developments in Africa and INSTC as well. But Mercosur, is a bit slower, a bit more old school. Latin America is kind of its own little style. But very interesting to see this deal happening. Again, just to discuss a little bit more on why these things happen. So essentially, like I said, currency swaps, two countries wanting to swap their own currency. We saw this happen a lot in the financial crisis in 2008. But it's with China and Argentina. And there's a lot of developments that are interesting to track. Argentina is very, very strategically aligned with China when it comes to imports and exports. Obviously moving closer to BRICS, like I said, joining the Belt and Road Initiative early last year, and focusing, on growing the economy. I personally love Argentina, spent some time there last year and plan to spend a lot more time there moving forward. I'm curious what you guys think on this development. I'm very, very interested to hear what you think. If you have any questions on currency swaps, let me know. This video was kind of a really basic introduction to currency swaps, why they happen, why China and Argentina are doing this. Again, import and export partners. Argentina means a lot less to China than China means to Argentina, to be quite honest, but just the way the world goes. I think it's very interesting to see the shift away from the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, looking at other people who are, supplying capital around the world, developing in Africa, developing in Asia, developing in South America, all continents that I'm very bullish on. I'm not that interested in Europe, North America, really Oceania that much, but Africa, Asia, and South America for sure. So that's basically all for today's video. Again, if you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay up to date, hit the notification bell, and click all, invest global, and until next time.